Well, welcome everybody. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us today. My name's Rachel. I'm with Sage Intacct Canada. And with me here is Tim O'Brien, who's the CEO of the Net Effect Contract Advisors. We're going to keep today really short and sweet. And we know that you don't want to be sitting here listening to us talk for an hour. So just 10, 15 minutes of your time talking particularly into making data-driven decisions within the construction industry. We'll show specifically how Sage Intacct helps construction leaders. This is especially CEOs and CFOs gain real-time access to critical financial and operational data, and that enables better decisions across the organization as a whole. I'll give it over to you, Tim, to do a quick intro.
You bet. Thanks, Rachel. The Net Effect Contractor Advisors, we've been in business for 5 years. Our focus is to help contractors find the best fit software for their organization. And whether that's operational software or financial software, time tracking, scheduling, etc. Then we help to, once we made the choice, then help to implement that software, looking at change management on the entire organization, because there's often big changes that need to be managed, and trying to manage those changes from the side of your desk or having somebody within the organization whose skill set doesn't lend to that very well. It's if it's not considered, if it's not taken advantage of, or it's not taken seriously, it can cause, really the adoption of the software will not go as smooth. And you want to ensure that when you do adopt software, you're adopting it effectively, and getting everybody trained, everybody utilizing it correctly across the organization. So today we're talking about data-driven decisions and why real-time information is essential to harnessing construction and analytics. Old data can go stale pretty quickly, and within a couple of weeks, it can be completely irrelevant. So that's why that's one of the reasons why real-time data is important to operating a construction business today. Okay, so slide 2. Oh, look at that. Why does data matter in construction? Well, margins are thin. It's not like other industries where you have 30, 40, 50% margins. And we know in construction, we have single digit to maybe like 15% margins. So you have to be tight, and leaders can't wait for reports from the finance department to know if a project is on track, if it's on budget, if it's losing money. It's important to know in the moment. It's important to know quickly. So you need real-time visibility into the job performance and the costs and the financial health, so you can lead proactively and not reactively. So you're making decisions ahead of time on how to manage your crews and when to order, et cetera, et cetera. So I was in civil excavation for years. And the company I was working with prior to them, at first they called it going digital, but now they've undergone over the years a digital transformation, and they're fully digital, utilizing software in real time. But back then they had timesheets, and they were usually between 3 and 6 weeks behind in their financial reporting, which created huge lag in their cash flow because they weren't getting their invoices out on time. So that's one great example of how data can help you manage your cash flow and keep you up to speed. So we've worked with all sorts of owners, and many who relied on gut feel because that's all they had. And that's not uncommon in the construction industry. Leaders who have been in the construction industry and came from the tools, you have an intuitive knowledge of how things are going. But really, without real-time data, you are flying blind. You're without a map. And it's important that you see your financial reality clearly and instantly, not in a 2-week, 4-week, 6-week lag when you can get reports back from the finance department or your accountants, however you manage. It changes how you allocate your capital, how you bid projects, and how you manage your growth. So all of these things are absolutely essential. You can't make decisions without understanding the data and the finances. I've seen contractors, like I said earlier, that well, in the 10 million to $80 million range, who are still using paper time cards today. We have clients that we're working with to bring them into first digital adoption, but then digital transformation. But those time cards are they really are the pinch point. Data from the field is absolutely essential. If you have real-time data from the field and you're collecting, let's say a company of 50 million, you probably have 150, 200 staff out in the field. If you're a subcontractor, all of those are data collection points. So if each one of those staff are giving you 2 to 5 data inputs per day, so their time they're clocking in, the different tasks they're doing, taking pictures, that data becomes knowledge. So collecting that real-time data is absolutely essential. So the an LEM, if you're just utilizing that and have that in the hands of all of your staff, that's the best way to do it, because then you're getting the maximum amount of data in. But at least let's get your superintendents or foremen doing field reports electronically, because you need that field data.
Awesome. And these are KPIs that drive high level decisions within your organization. So, this real time data allows you to track and report on what's happening right now in your business. So, whether you're evaluating the profitability, trying to allocate resources, or trying to evaluate the project risk, you have actual data and not just lagging indicators or assumptions that the team may be making. When margins are planned at between 10 and 15%, you can go from profitable to not so profitable, and on a downhill really quickly. And then relying on borrow part calculations is just no way to run a business. Every fast growing, scaling organization within this field is using KPIs and metrics to be able to plan their business over time and in turn grow. So at this point in the industry, it's really a need and no longer a option.
Yes, yeah, correct. 100% agree. Gut feel is no way to run a business, and metrics are so important. So, with a system like Sage Intacct, you have real-time data, you have information, you have dashboards, and without that, you're constantly playing catch up. Companies that are winning right now, companies that are getting ahead, companies that are growing, they're utilizing real-time data. Um, by the if you have that lag time of 2 6 weeks, that can cause you huge problems. If there's problems, you need to know now. You need to be able to mitigate that damage. And live data helps you identify trends, spot risks, and really take advantage of opportunities when they're, because is of the essence. So it's important to have that data timely and in front of you at all times.
So now we know that we need this. It's crucial to our organizations, it's crucial to our industry. But how do we get there and what does this all mean? This word and something we hear often is digital transformation. Sage Intacct is just a tool that helps you get to that state of being transformed digitally. We are just like any other tool that you would use in your operations, whether it's on the ground or in any other area of the business. Sage Intacct was built for construction finance. Our mission is to support complex operations. We can enhance multiple entities, job sites, cost centers, and this is all with one center of truth. So you're not going out and trying to identify multiple softwares to help you get to, that one state that you're looking to get into, which is operational excellence. You have one system coming in place. So this is just a tool to help your strategy of getting your data into an informed place so you can make decisions for your organization. From there, you can slice and dice your data however you need to. This will help you make timely, informed decisions on how to operate your business.
Yeah, and our experience with Sage Intacct is that it's an excellent tool for contractors. It is specifically designed for construction. It manages, like Rachel said, multi-entity and multi-location. That is really important to a lot of contractors, but managing holdbacks, whip reports, everything that you're doing in construction, it's Sage Intacct is set up for construction specifically. 7 here. Rachel, this you? Were you?
Yeah, I can start
Yeah.
off, and then if you want to
Oh yeah.
go from there. Very similar to the last slide, whether you are an executive in the organization or reporting into an executive, you don't just need reports and numbers in front of you. You need clarity to be able to make business decisions. So that's where the dashboards come in. They show where your attention is needed most, how different areas of the organization are performing. So whether that's a job trending over budget or a cash flow squeeze, these are crucial elements to gain insight into before it becomes a problem to the project as a whole. Tim, I don't know if you want to add anything to
Yeah,
that.
I'm a very visual person. So these kind of dashboards are absolutely essential to a person like me, but also like Rachel said, you can spot the problems easily by a quick glance. So you don't have to compare numbers, you don't have to do calculations. You see graphs, you see charts, and of all your projects, of your entire financial health, et cetera, so that you can manage any problems or you can really take advantage of things when they're going well. So that's the beauty of the dashboards that you can utilize in Sage Intacct. Okay, so takeaways and next steps. Like we said before, margins are thin, and delays are expensive. Leaders can't wait for weeks for reports to know if projects are on track. Sage Intacct is real time because it is a SaaS product. I want to make sure everybody understands that. That's something that is a term that is thrown around, and people don't understand the different levels of software. So SaaS is software as a service, meaning that it is on a web site. It is built on a web platform. It is in real time. The entries, everybody's working on the same platform all the time. It's a web browser that comes up. It's not an application that is on your computer or lives on your desktop or lives in a server. Those are called on-premise. Those are the way computers, finance software was run in the 90s, 2000s. Now we have full real-time integrated SaaS platforms. And it's not cloud. It's not a cloud solution. Cloud is really just an on-premise software that is hosted in the cloud. So SaaS is the way all software is moving. And it's important to understand that for sure. So that's, to be honest, in the early days when I was just in this business, I said, "Oh, SaaS," and I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Please, please, no SaaS." And when I say early days, just a few years ago. So at any rate, Sage Intacct provides that real-time visibility because it is a SaaS product to understand your job performance, your costs, and your financial health, so you can lead proactively and not reactively. Empower your leadership team with actual data. It's so important. Is there anything else you want to add, Rachel?
The only thing I would say, I mentioned this a slide or two ago, but just like anything else, Sage Intacct is a tool to help you make and build informed business decisions. Specifically, today we're talking about data, but when it comes to having kind of a one-stop shop of being able to manage all the different elements of your organization, that's what Sage Intacct is built for the construction industry. It's necessary to have these elements in place, and it's necessary to have these data points, and how you get there is essentially your prerogative, but having a tool to help you get there is much easier, just like you would use a tool for anything else within this industry.
Yep. And like we've been reiterating, we're not trying to get to too many points, but data is king. Data is the most important thing, and in real time, having those data collection points in the field, feeding them into a SaaS product like Sage Intacct, and being able to manage your business proactively is so important. We are preaching that all the time. So if you need any help with that, you can get in touch with us and we can help you find the right softwares. And no doubt we will introduce you to our friends at Sage. And
Awesome.
do we
Yeah.
get any,
No questions, I don't
no,
think, but that's
all
okay. We
good.
can also keep it open, send you over an email just so you have our contact information if something comes up in the next little while. We're here to help, but we really appreciate you joining us today for this quick and short and sweet webinar. But we hope it was useful. And if you have any questions, please do reach out.
Excellent. Thanks, Rachel. Great seeing you. We'll do it again
Thank
soon.
you. All right.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.